Hey, what's up, fam? It's your boy Josh, the Mad Scientist. Yesterday was frustrating. I unlocked the magic, and it burned us, as Mo Bamba ended up getting injured in the first quarter and he did not return. That's what I get for playing with magic, though. The forbidden fruit. So I will take the L for that one. And yes, Gun, you were right. And Trey Jones fell 2 fantasy points short because Pop pulled him in the fourth with 5 minutes left for no reason. He would have cleared it, but we got popped. Jokic went nuclear again and ended up breaking the record for being the only player in NBA history with 2,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, and 500 assists in a single season. What a season for the Joker. Our other key targets cleared their props easily, including Jaylen Brown's fantasy points and rebounds, as well as Harden's assist prop. We really liked this with Thibault being out, as Harden racked up assists with all those shooters around him like we predicted. Siakam went off again, keeping his hot streak rolling. I will outline our core targets at the end of the video, so stick around for the prop gems. We have a 9-game slate today that have a lot of meaningless matchups and tank teams, so we won't go over each game, especially since we don't know if some of the games will have late scratches or not. Man, it hurts deep to say this, but it's the last NBA Narrative Friday, which has been one of my favorite days this season. But we do have some narrative gems today to finish it off strong, so let's get hunting. The Knicks at Wizards has a 1-point spread and a 221 implied total. This game holds no meaning or purpose, but if we get the usual lineups and rotations that we've been seeing lately, then we can unlock some potential here. We get Porzingis' revenge game against the Knicks, and he has been vocal about how he gets extra motivated to play his former team, so I really hope he plays today. If he does, then I'm locking him in for both his fantasy and real points. He should feast and get his revenge. Also, let's see if we get Ish Smith props again. His PRA and assist props could be in play, but his minutes are just volatile along with Sato's, so more of a fringe as secondary play. On the Knicks side, we saw Obi Toppin play huge minutes with both Julius Randle and Mitchell Robinson out, and they're out again today, so Obi's fantasy points is live. Hopefully it stays under 32 though. Also, keep an eye out for Jericho Sims props. If we get some, then we should examine those carefully because he can fill the stat line, and he's playing over 30 minutes lately. RJ Barrett is racking up assists recently, so maybe we could consider his 3.5 assist prop, but this will be more of a secondary play. The Cavs at Nets has an 8-point spread and a 229 implied total. We have dueling narratives in this one. Kyrie reuniting with the Cavs and LeVert coming back to Brooklyn. With that said, I like Kyrie's point prop since he should chuck it against his former team, and the Cavs are bottom 5 in defensive rating since the All-Star break. Kevin Durant has been racking up assists with Seth Curry back in the mix, and with Kyrie taking 10 plus threes per game, so I like his 7.5 assist prop today. The Cavs front court is the new must attack spot. They are getting destroyed by centers with Moses Brown manning the paint. Recently against the Cavs, Mo Bamba had 58 fantasy points, Embiid had 84, Pella with 47, and Zubac with 50. So Drummond should feast today, especially on the glass, so he can target his rebounds and fantasy points to garner everything. We can also consider Claxton's points if it's around 8 again. On the Cavs side, I like Garland in this spot because I think he will be motivated to show up in front of Kyrie, so he should be aggressive. I'll target his assist prop if it's less than 10 and consider his fantasy points as well. LeVert will also be motivated coming back to Brooklyn. It's his first game back in Brooklyn, so I will target his points and pair it with Garland's assist prop for positive correlation. The Rockets at Raptors has a 15-point spread with a 229 applied total. We get our favorite prop team, the Rockets. Jalen Green is still chasing Allen Iverson's rookie record for most consecutive 30-point games. He has to do it in these last 2 games in order to surpass it. So I will target his point prop even though it's not a great matchup, but just the shot volume will be there. Hopefully we get his 3-point prop, so keep an eye out for that. Siakam is on a serious heater and carrying the team on his back, but the Raptors are on a back-to-back and this game has huge blowout potential. So I will stick to first half props for the Raptors, including Siakam's fantasy and real points. I think you could load up on 2 Raptors first half props in the same card, especially if Van Vliet is out again. Hopefully Siakam does not rest though, but if he does, then I will pivot to Scotty Barnes and Gary Trent. The Hornets at Bulls has a 2-point spread with a 229 implied total. LaMelo went off last night and he is racking up a lot of steals lately, so I will target his fantasy points since he fills the stat line as well. Miles Bridges randomly lost minutes to McDaniels yesterday and ended up playing only 26 minutes, so that is concerning and makes me want to stay away for now, even though it's a prime spot for him. On the Bulls side, this is a perfect spot for Vooch, but he's really struggling lately. Maybe this is a bounce back spot for him, so I will look out for his double-double prop, which they sometimes have, or consider his rebound prop. DeRozan's points is always live, especially in this fast-paced matchup. The Blazers at Mavs has an 18-point spread with a 222 implied total. My favorite team, the Blazers. Can't wait to watch it. I will only target first half props for this one, including Luka's fantasy points and Brunson's real points. It's also a good matchup for Eubanks, so we could consider his first half fantasy points, if it's less than 15, but definitely a secondary play. The Thunder at Lakers has an 8-point spread with a 228 implied total. This is the game. Just kidding. THT, Malik Monk, and Dwight Howard gave my Dubs a run for their money last night, and they actually led for majority of the game. I was sweating that one. THT and Monk were racking up steals and getting buckets, so if they get the same run tonight, then they are definitely in play. Hopefully we get THT props today. He wasn't available last night. This is a great spot for Dwight, but we have to see if he plays on the back-to-back. If he does play, then I will target his rebounds and fantasy points. On the Thunder side, Jalen Horde keeps getting big minutes, and he has been very efficient on the offensive side. So I will look out for his props today and might consider his points or fantasy points. So let's recap our favorite targets. First, Porzingis points or fantasy points. Second, Andre Drummond fantasy points. Third, LaMelo Ball fantasy points. Fourth, Siakam and Scotty Barnes first half props. Fifth, Luka and Brunson's first half props. And lastly, LeVert's points. We have to wait and see if some of these teams rest players, so things could definitely change. But we will adjust to these changes as we go prop hunting during the live streams later today. And let us know which game you think is the game in the comment section below, because I'm still on the fence about that and haven't pinpointed it yet. Also, please hit that like button. We really appreciate all of your support. You guys are awesome. We have the best laughs together, and we should have some good ones today per usual on our Friday streams. And if you're not part of the team yet, then join us by hitting that subscribe button below. And as always, best of luck everyone. I hope you crush it. Take care.